Willie D Live.
Ilhan Omar got wind of what Trump said about her, and she clapped back. Yeah, check it out.
Joining us now for her first interview since the comments from the president is Congresswoman Ilhan Omar of Minnesota. She came to the U.S. from Somalia as a child and became an American citizen about 25 years ago. Congresswoman, thank you for being with us. The president attacked you personally yesterday, and I want to play more of what he said.
Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain.
Congresswoman, how do you respond to that?
Well, thank you, Anna, for having me. I would say the president's obsession with me and the Somali community is really unhealthy. It's creepy. And I hope that he gets the help that he needs. It sounds like he is trying to deflect from the failures that he's had as president. His immigration rates are not going in the way that he's expected. We know that the tariffs are not working to make life affordable for Americans. We know that he is afraid of what is in the Epstein files, as he's fought to be the head of the pedophile protection party. And we know that right now he is being investigated.
Did y'all hear that, fam? Did y'all hear that? Let me run that back. Let's run that back.
But it's in the Epstein files, as he's fought to be the head of the pedophile protection party.
Family, she just said Trump has fought to be the head of the pedophile protection party. Whoa. 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 So she's basically saying that Trump is attacking her and making these claims against Somalians because he is trying to deflect from his failed record. Whoa. Give me a thumbs up, family, if you think Trump is trying to deflect. If he's making these attacks, these personal attacks, because he's trying to deflect from his record and keep people's minds off the Epstein files. Thumbs down and say, nah, man, he's just doing what the president's supposed to do. Call him out, call him out, call him out. Thumbs up if you think he's trying to deflect. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, she's just tripping. Ilhan's tripping. Let me see what y'all saying. Let's see. Maria up. T-Sizzle up. Everything else is waiting up. K up. 11 up. J, Mio, oh man, up. The Truth is up. Patrick is up. Pure up. Jamal Calhoun up. Koozie up. Koozie Jacuzzi up. Hold on, hold on a second? Okay, I got me one. I got me a troll. Got to get rid of the troll because trolls are hoes. One. You know what? I'm starting doing a countdown of blocking trolls. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So long, sucker. Have a nice trip. Just as a reminder, fam, we block trolls on this channel because trolls are hoes. All right? Ronnie, I see you. I see you. Let's get back to this clip.
And we know that right now he is being investigated for war crimes that he might have committed when he ordered what seems to be illegal attacks against boats in the Caribbean.
Your district has the largest population of Somali immigrants in the U.S., around 80,000 in the state of Minnesota. This isn't the first time the president has made derogatory comments about your community. Last week, he threatened to end temporary protected status for Somali immigrants in the state. He alleged without evidence Somali gangs are terrorizing the state. In his first term, he called the Somali resettlement in the state a disaster. Why do you think he's so focused on this community, and what impact does that kind of racist and dehumanizing language have?
He's always been a racist, a bigot, a xenophobic, and Islamophobic. We know that he called African nations a shithole in his first administration. We know that when he came down that escalator, he said he was going to stop Muslim immigration into this country. And so it is not surprising that he is going after black immigrants in this country. And it's certainly not surprising that he's choosing a black immigrant community that is also Muslim. But what I would like to say is that most of us are citizens. On our passport, it says we are nationals of this country. We love that Minnesota has welcomed us. Many of us have not been settled in Minnesota. We chose it as a home because the Minnesota people and the state is beautiful and very welcoming. And we are going to be here regardless of what the president has to say.
I agree. I love the Twin Cities. I love visiting your home state as well, Minnesota. Lots of good people there. Beautiful part of the country. Are you getting any support from Republican colleagues on this? Are you seeing anyone from the president's own party stand up and say, this kind of rhetoric isn't okay?
No, and it is not surprising because the Republicans have bend the knee to this president. They've welcomed his disgusting and deranged and dangerous rhetoric. They have propelled him into office. They have allowed for him, as a 34-time convicted felon, to become the president of this nation. And so I am not surprised, and I'm not expecting any of them to develop a backbone now and to stand up for their colleague or our Minnesota, Republican representatives to stand up for their constituents. Anna, earlier you said I represent the most Somalis in Minnesota, and that actually is not a fact. Most Somalis live in the different congressional districts that are mostly represented by Republicans, including the Republican whip of the House.
The New York Times is now reporting federal immigration agents may soon be targeting Somali migrants in the Twin Cities area. What are you hearing? What do you know about these reports?
Before she answers that, fam, let me just give a salute to Ilhan and Anna Cabrera. I ain't got no problem with that. Ilhan is on point. She knows her stuff. She's solid. She's consistent. She's for the people. It's easy to see. Anna, working as a reporter in the United States right now for a network. Let me tell you something, fam. It is very difficult to do at this stage because a lot of these reporters are scared to death that they're going to get fired. A lot of the networks are cowards. They're scared. They're folding because they don't want to lose any tax benefits. They don't want to lose any possible acquisitions that might be forthcoming. So they are all running scared, and it all boils down to getting money. It's greed. That's all it is, fam. It's greed, because if it was about honor, if it was about convictions, if it was about integrity, Donald Trump wouldn't even be the president at all. He wouldn't have never, ever stepped foot in the Oval Office because he's so far gone as just as a human being, somebody with just basic human dignity. He's so far gone. So the Republicans, as Ilhan said, she don't expect them to stand up or say anything or take her side and say, hey, dial that rhetoric back, because they're cowards. They're cowards. They've been bending the knee because they're cowards. They have no backbone because they're cowards. They got these positions that mean nothing because they're afraid to exercise them. They're congressmen and women, they're senators, and they're afraid to stand up to Trump because they don't want to lose the little position that they have. They're cowards. Most of them don't even like Trump. I would damn near say damn near every last one of them don't even like Trump, but they're cowards. They're afraid of him. And he ain't nobody but another man that is eventually gonna die just like everybody else. If he gets cold, he gonna need some type of shelter. He's gonna need some clothes, a coat or something to try to get warm. If it's too hot, he gonna need some type of fan, some type of coolant, right? If his skin gets punctured, he is going to bleed just like everybody else. When he go to use the restroom, his boo-boo stink just like everybody else's. He can't walk through walls. His feet don't walk on water. What the hell are y'all so scared of? Damn, who raised you? No backbone whatsoever. I feel sorry for your children because what can you teach them when they are looking at this and they're going, well, Dad, wasn't you a senator at that time? Wasn't you a governor at that time? Wasn't you the mayor at that time? Wasn't you the congressperson at that time? And Trump was doing all that stuff. What were you doing? What did you do about it? You did nothing, you coward. A bunch of cowards, fam, cowards. These women in Congress got more balls than the men. They cowards.
Well, over 90% of Minnesota Somalis are citizens of this country. And so we know that some people have been questioned. They have been ICE has made attempts to abduct and detain them. But a lot of Somalis, when Trump first got elected, decided to carry a passport ID because they knew that he wasn't only coming for people who were undocumented, that he would essentially come for immigrants who were citizens of this nation. And so a lot of them are very savvy, they're resilient, they're brilliant people who have figured out how to protect themselves.
I mean, you've already touched on this, but I do want to ask you a follow-up on the character and the contributions of your community, because the president keeps villainizing your community, dismisses contribution of immigrants in this country. What do you want people to know?
Y'all hear that report? Do y'all hear Anna? Do y'all hear the reporter? She is going in, and she's not just asking questions and trying to straddle the fence. She's clearly stating what side she's on.
About the Somali community in your home state.
I mean, I would like them to know that we are the most generous people. We are one of the most friendliest communities. Again, it is why we made Minnesota home, because it fits with our character. Minnesota nice is not just something we say, it's something that is true. And Somalis are as nice as Minnesota is. We are, like I said, very resilient. We're very hardworking. And we are very patriotic. Minnesota Somalis have the highest level of people who have become citizens as immigrants in this country. And we vote, we contribute, we volunteer, and we run for office.
What's your message to the president right now in this moment?
I would say your message of bigotry is not working. Your intimidations are not going to work on the Somali community who have survived so much. And I would say that his deflection and scapegoating is also not going to work. Where Americans still remember the fact that his economic policies are still hurting them, that he has not kept his promise of keeping costs down, bringing down inflation, creating opportunities for job growth. And so that's what I have to say to the president.
Real quick before we go here, what is your reaction to the breaking news this hour that President Trump is pardoning your colleague, Congressman Henry Cuellar, who was indicted on bribery charges?
I think it is unfortunate in the ways in which the president is using his pardon. As you know, we like to think of presidential pardons as being investigated, being recommended. And we are seeing now that he's just doing favors to people that he likes, in the way in which he pardoned the former president of Honduras, who was a narco trafficker, who spent many years disappearing, terrorizing his own citizens, and who our own law enforcement and taxpayers spend so many dollars in investigating to get him to be incarcerated. And his 45-year sentence is now commuted, and it's unfortunate in the way in which the president loves people who break the law.
But Congressman Cuellar hasn't been convicted. He is a member of the Democratic Party. He's not part of the president's party. Are you surprised that the president would grant him a pardon?
I am not, because to this president, he pardons anyone that is friendly to him.
You think Cuellar is friendly to him?
No, we know that he doesn't go through a process. And I think it is unfortunate that we are not going to see the legal system play out in any kind of way for any of these people that he is pardoning.
Trump doesn't like Islam. He doesn't like any. He don't even like Christians, though. That's the thing. See, that's what you Christians don't understand. Y'all get fooled by him and his talking. When he do his talking points, y'all get fooled. Let me tell you how I know Trump don't like Christians. The majority of Americans are Christians. The majority of Americans are Christians. Yet in this country, every day we consume food and drink spiked with carcinogens. We consume food and drink that he knows will kill us. He allows this to happen. He could do something about it. They've given permission to food companies to manufactured meat. They're making up food. They're creating food out of thin air. They're creating meat that doesn't come from animals. He's allowing that to happen. That's happening on his watch. That is going to kill you and your family. His family too. He won't do anything about these mass murders, the mass shootings. He won't do anything. Won't take any steps in a positive direction to reduce that. Hiring more police officers ain't the answer. Every year, we hire more police officers. Every year, we give them more money and more money and more money as crime continues to go up. And every year, it's give us more money if you want to be safer. Give us more money if you want to be safe. Give us more money if you want to be safe. Give us more money if you want to be safe. So they got all the tanks in the world, all the bombs and the robots and the bullets and the guns, all the bulletproof vests and the fastest cars. They got all of this stuff. And still, Americans feel less safe today than they did yesterday, a year ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40, 50 years ago.